Right, hello, welcome. In this stream, I'm going to try to finish it up, and the things I'm going to work on is handling the pipe, the double dash syntax. And without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, sorry. It has been mute. I didn't realize I was mute for all this time. So let me start over. So in this video, we're trying. If you're seeing the screen without me, hearing myself, I was working on this pipe thing, and as you can see, I tried the human argument parser and also minimist. What happened is they were just cheat the double dash not exist and adding the argument into the argument list. I don't know if that is the best thing to do, be honest. Well, at least to my understanding, the pipe, it will send the call to something else. Right, so I at least like what I'm showing here, I want to capture it so that we can do something about it instead of something like this, which then I have no idea which is which. Is it really an argument, or it is something that behind the double dash that should be passed to something else, right? So like say like this, right? So yes, in a sense, yes, you can say that, oh, just look at the last argument, right? And but then then how you differentiate this. So originally, before the video start, I was thinking about, okay, take a look at what other popular libraries doing and see maybe I can just mimic it. But after seeing this, I really feel like that is not a good idea, right? And so if anyone's using CLI Builder in version 6, or when this is done using version 7 and saw this video, or just in general, if you have that use case, drop me a note in the GitHub and let me know, what do you think? What should it behave? And for now, I feel like, well, I would do the easiest thing possible, which is ignoring it. Right, I will just ignore it. So pipe syntax, ignore everything after pipe. Okay, it's not like what I expected, but I will just receive this. Okay, so that's what I would expect, and then that would be enough. That's the test that I need. I don't care about any other thing. All right, so how do I do that? Is this an option? I would say it is not an option, which, well, it turns out that is because the is option do a alphanumeric test, so we are covered there. Then they say, oh, if there is a key, then it will do that. But now we will say doing one more thing. If R is pipe, then I will say result pipe equals to true, and that's it. And then let me add the okay, to keep it like that, and then they result, I'm kind of tricking it a little bit. If there's a pipe, then just return result. Just ignore, stop the processing. Right, just ignore all the processing. and the is pipe. Well, actually I can just saying if the value equals to double dash, right? Make it triple equal, and that should be sufficient. All right, so there you go. So, well, I think we have completed. That is the parse argument that I want. Right, so it turns out, right, instead of using human argument and go back here to set up configuration, that's the code that I need. So now it's time to do some refactoring. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So one thing, this is okay, it is an option, then it handle the option. If not, then it is a key, but then it do this. So so this whole chunk is starting the new option, right? So and then essentially this whole chunk is starting option, right? So that option let me say it like that, and I can refactor this whole code to here. Let's put it down here, that option, and the result is parse argument dot result, and then value is a string. Let's say v first. Oh, what did I miss? The value or state. Wrong. So that. And then this, well, return result. Keep that happy. So when this start at option, then over here, the end current is really end option. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. This is okay, although it's pretty verbose. So let's take a look at that later on. And then over here, do the start option. If it is an option, then it start. If it is a pipe, then it do the pipe, and then exit. And then this is processing inside an option. Well, quote unquote, I can combine this to make it clean using itinerary, but state-wise, this is fine because they are doing different things. This is processing an option, while this is processing a argument. So I likely will keep it like that. And then over here, I just this and the previous one, if they are the same, if this key and the new commit value key is the same, so if the same, then I may skip the end option and continue. Just it's like slight improvement, I can do that. But I feel like it's okay, because well, no one's going to put in a lot of things to parse in the CLI, so performance definitely is not a problem. So what else can we do? Yeah, originally I think I might do something more to clean this up, but it seems like now look at it is not too bad. Not too bad, although having this and then this is a little bit annoying, but it's not really hurting much, right? It's not really hurting much. Let me remove this. Anything I can do? I feel like actually that's it. I really feel like that's it. Yeah. So the last thing to do is parse argument v. Move this code to here. Right. So and then well, I can put this either before or after, doesn't really matter. If TypeScript complain, I will figure it out or ignore it somehow. And yeah, as import. Hold on a second. No, this guy. All right. All right, that's it. Seems like it's option, start option, and end option, so the name pair kind of makes sense. Although, well, it's more code that I wanted, but not too bad. Not too bad. It turns out. Just the reason I'm doing it like this is this looks more like the match pattern in other language, like in Rust. Maybe one day I should write a function for that. All right. I guess lambda not lambda, Ramda.js probably have such function. I guess it's a pretty common thing to do. And yeah. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I can't think of other things I will need to do, particularly just for this one. So let's wrap up. So what have we learned? So it turns out implementing this parse argument is not as hard as I thought. Or of course, maybe I am missing a bunch of other corner case that I was not I didn't think of. Then that's another story. But for now, this seems okay. And even with this, right? This neglect option. I'm actually going to remove this to-do test, because that negation is actually a business level thing, right? Not really a parsing thing, because to undo this will just end up with no, it's just another option, right? is it a neglect option or not is when after it is passed, you receive that and then you do the determination, right? So just like, is this a Boolean field? So the next step on the business logic is then we will look at the comments and see, okay, I'm expecting this as a Boolean or as a number, then I do the parsing. And also if it is a single value or multi-value, right, which is the main reason I'm doing this, is I don't like what the extra things that the human argument parser did, and it will, so all those things will be handled at that level. So I want to separate those, and this is just simply, you give me a list of string, I give you out, you know, a parse result without knowing the context, right? And keep everything in an array would make it easier to process. And then there's a failure. Oh, what the mail? Oh, because I changed this. Yes, of course. Oh, did I handle the triple equal thing? Let me just see that. I think it will handle it. You just with a double triple equal triple dash. Yep, there you go. So I don't have to do anything special for that case. And since it is not a typical case, I would be okay. And how about this case? All right, A, B, C. All right, so in other library, right, in minimus, this will become that. And then if I think I know my answer to that. But let's also take a look at what yeah, the Yarn argument parser does the same thing by default. Oh, for one is, let me remove this just in case. Well, although I know it's the same thing. Right, it's the same thing, but that is the final result. So over here, I would multiple short options will be A, B, C, because I don't really care it is a short option or not at this level, at least, right? So however, it could get a little bit messy. So let's take a look at that. Well, this is say 1, 2, 3, because this would fail, and this should be 1, 2, 3. Right, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and multiple short option. Yeah, the description is getting a little bit, you know, weird, but so, well, that's what it will do. I know, just put that in the case. And then, so the thing is, if that is the case, right, just like over here, then yeah, this is in other libraries, it is doing it like this, which kind of makes sense, you know. In Linux, you you can do things like this. That is the common way to process it. And I would say I would still leave it to the higher level, higher layer. XYZ. Then it get the C value and put the XYZ 1, 2, 3, 4 and XYZ over there. Right. Which I can still do, but then what if DB like that? So this will replace. So that's when things get a little bit messy, right? Because what does this really mean? All right, that go back to the reason I do this parse argument function instead of using the Yeoman argument parser. So in this case, the C value is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's true. That's clear. And then here, the C value, this get the true. However, the B value, it was true, and then XYZ, this would eat the true value and just put the XYZ inside. So there's some inconsistency over here. And I feel like I don't like this kind of inconsistency. I just this doesn't fly with me. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, this doesn't fly with me. I really want this the B. If the C will receive things like this, I would want the B to say true 34 instead of just 34. Right, so over here right now is okay. I can live with that, and then let the again let the upper layer to handle it. Right, so well, we learned that not the limitation, I shouldn't say limitation, but the choice made by other libraries, and I disagree with it. That's all. Right, that's all. And let's leave it with that. Leave it at that. And well, we are again, we're done. So that gives you kind of, I think, a good overview, sufficient overview of what we have done, what we have accomplished over here. And another thing you can see is, yeah, create a simple function to abstract things away. And at the beginning I mentioned, you know, if you think about functional programming, it's very condensed. The reason is you forget about all the crud. Yeah. So after you create a function to just do this, right, it's the same thing if you think about libs or other. It's just that, right? No difference. And that's why the functional programming is so dense, right? Anyway, that's it for this video, and I can do a check-in, but maybe I will continue go back to work on the process argument. And the next thing I'm going to do is use that and start doing the parsing at the higher level. So stay tuned with that, and that's it for this video, and hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.